Hey, how's it going everyone? I have another super cool video today. We're going to be installing the Whoosh crossover pipe and the Whoosh turbo elbow. So this should replace 2 of the plastic intake parts and complete my whole intake system. It's a really easy install. Take out the cowl, a few screws and clamp, and that's about it. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it, and let's just jump into it. So if we take off the engine cover, you can see that it's this pipe right here, and it goes down to the turbo back there. So this wiper cowl is kind of in the way, so we're going to actually remove this, which is pretty simple. First step is to remove the wipers, these little rubber caps, 15 millimeter. Take a wiper off, you just kind of press on it, push on it, and then press, and kind of lift up. Press down, get it loose, just like that. After that, it should be these clips being held in a flathead or something. Kind of just peel them off. They are kind of like biting into it, so. A few of these line across the bottom. It's just kind of slid under the window now at this point. Like there's just a handful of screws holding this thing in here now. If you look under here, kind of down here, it looks like there's one holding it down from underneath the headlight. So we're going to take the headlight off, or at least this top one, and seeing if we can get that one out. Looks like that's given us enough room to stick our wrench in here. Alright, so there's a little clip right here. I just used a little flathead and undid that, got that little evap hose or something like that undone. So now this thing should be able to kind of come out now. There you go. So pretty easy to get that out. So plenty of space back there now to get to the turbo and to get some of these out. So we're going to start off up here. I'm going to undo this some sort of evap hose thing. I think you just pinch it, pull it, just like that. And then we have a hose clamp for our intake right here. Undo that. Got a screw right here. It's pretty small. Well, 10 mil. If you look down there, there should be a 7 mil clamp down there. Undo that clamp, and I think this intake thing should kind of be able to come out. Alrighty, so it looks like to kind of get this thing out, I unscrewed this thing, this little engine cover, little pop down thing. Just used a little wrench, got that off and unscrewed it. And now it looks like it's kind of ready, wanting to come out. So this one should be able to kind of pull up. I already got it out from there. I think I just have to pull it down from that bottom coupler. There we go. So stock pipe is out. So here is a comparison of the 2 pipes. As you can see, the metal one, the new Whoosh one, probably a little bit bigger diameter, a little bit less restricted, a little bit more straight. So, and it will definitely clean up the engine bay a lot. I think this metal one will look a lot cooler compared to this one with all this shrouding and whatnot. So let's go see if we can take off that turbo elbow, and then we can start putting it back together. So So the turbo elbow is down here. It's kind of hard to see, but there's just 3 screws holding it in there. I'm going to take those 3 screws out, and then this little elbow plastic piece should be coming out. Alrighty, so I got the intake pipe out, the inlet, turbo inlet. Pretty small, little shrimpy little plastic piece right here. There is a little vacuum line, so all I did was get some pliers, untake the tension off the little clamp down there, and then it simply popped off. So pretty easy. What I did was I took the 2 top ones off, and then I was able to kind of rotate it, and I was able to get the top one, or the bottom one, from up to the top pretty easily, so that was pretty nice. I'm not entirely sure how I'll tighten it exactly, but we'll figure it out. I've been looking at the 2 pipes here. As you can see, that's the Whoosh one. This is the OEM one. Pretty big size difference right there. Yeah, so this one actually doesn't use any sort of gasket or anything like that versus this one, which has this little one right here. So all we got to do is tighten this back down and then actually start putting everything back together, and that's it. So I got the little turbo elbow in there. Seems pretty tight. No gasket or anything like that. Tighten them down pretty well. So now it's time to putting the crossover pipe back in. And one last thing back there, make sure you connect the vacuum hose. I almost just forgot that, so I'm gonna go do that right now. So got the little vacuum line back in there now. So now it's time to start putting this pipe back in, put the little rubber grommets back on, start connecting a few things, and we should be able to try it out. And we can't forget the new silicone clamp as well. So I've attached the silicone, the hose, the grommets. We'll put it in here and see. I'm not really sure how far it sits down on it, so. Alrighty, so I took it on a quick test drive. Everything seemed to be good. Actually, now time just to put the cowl back on, and this thing's good to go. And that's it, guys. So a relatively easy install. This should increase the responsiveness of the turbo a little bit, just a little bit more airflow, and maybe even change up the sound a little bit, giving it a little bit more of a deeper, kind of more of that turbo performance-y sound. So if not, these parts will last a lot longer. They're metal instead of plastic. And yeah, it should look a lot better. So if you have any questions, leave them down below, drop a like, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.